Hi Lou, I'm Ashley from Australia. I'm looking towards putting a water pump in the front of my yard to make a water feature under an 8-sided column, 13 foot high, into a water receptacle at the bottom. What size pump should I use to do that?
All right, Ashley, you're going to have to help me. I've never been to Australia. I know it's at the bottom of the earth. I think the water flows the same way, right? Even though you're upside down. It has less to do with the pump as it does with the volume of the water. You need a large volume of water at the top of your water feature to actually cascade the water. A pump like a 1/3 of a horsepower sump pump would make a great choice because you'll get the kind of volume that you need, and you can adjust how much water flows by actually drilling holes in the pipe in the reservoir where the pump sits. By adjusting this, you'll get the right amount of flow with a nice sturdy pump that can run 24/7 to make your water feature look fantastic.
Hi Lou, I'm Constance from Utah. My husband and I bought a 1939 one-owner home, and we are trying to keep the character and flavor of the home at the same time having modern conveniences, and we are wondering how we can replicate the tile and fixtures from a 1939 home.
I love it when I hear about people that want to renovate and keep the flavor of their home. So many times I see people with older homes that try and bring it into the 2000s that it just doesn't match. Now back then, the tiles were much smaller. There was a lot of mosaic on the floor and then sort of a brick-looking tile on the wall where the grout lines didn't match up. A lot of black and whites, two-tone color schemes, so you have to find one that actually fits your style. But if you do that, keep that flavor and maybe do a wainscoting up the size, a black and white would really be consistent with the age of your home. It's not only going to look great now, but it's going to look great 20 years from now as well.
Hey Lou, this is Alan from Salt Lake. My question is, I removed the aluminum siding off of an old historic home, revealing wood siding. And I'm wondering what's a good paint to use that won't require me to paint it every 3 or 4 years.
That old siding looks great, right? When you took off the aluminum siding, and then when you look closer, you realized, oh, I see why they covered it up, because there was so much paint that it was just too much to handle. Now, if you want to repaint it, that's great, and it will bring back the original character of the home. But unless you get all the paint off, you're just going to put good money towards bad because it's going to continue to peel. So there's a tool, a power tool called a scarifier. It's actually like a grinding wheel that you connect a hose to that will suck all the paint off, and you can literally go one pass at a time on each piece of siding. But you have to be careful because chances are there's lead in that paint, so you have to dispose of it properly. Once you do that and you get down to the bare wood, you can prime with a good exterior grade alkylate primer that's going to soak in and hold on tenaciously. And then you can repaint with a couple of coats of exterior latex paint, and by doing this, you'll have a paint job that could last as long as 10 years.